I was doing all of these different campaigns at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old. Instead of making it a career, I made it a lifestyle. And as you know, that lifestyle could be very dark. What is my purpose? I'm just a vessel. I allowed somebody to tell me who I needed to be instead of letting God tell me who I was and things.
Yes, we're here.
I hope you got all that B-roll about Jesus.
Yes. I'm too excited to be talking to Sharina right now because she's got a story, but also she's got heart and she's got a message. How did your journey begin? Tell me in 10 seconds.
Oh, this is okay, short and sweet.
Yes.
I have been in the modeling industry, so in the fashion world for 22 plus years.
Oh, wow. You don't look like you've been that long.
I started when I was 12 years old.
Yes.
I am 35 now. In the industry, that tells me I am now too old to be doing a lot of things.
My
Crazy.
word.
And that got me to thinking, if I'm too old, then what do you believe is what society should be looking at?
Yeah. Who made that?
If looking back at my career, I'm now 35, who is a consumer. I buy clothes. I love my clothes.
You got it happening.
But it just made me think. I was doing Vogue and
Yes.
I was doing all of these different campaigns at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old. And the peak of my career was like my early 20s. So that's the peak. So
Yes.
that really made me want to make a change. To be the voice of
what
that
happened?
change.
What happened? How did you become this activist? What's the burning message?
I feel like I met God.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
had a spiritual awakening of
Yes.
meeting with the Holy Spirit, and basically was going down a really dark path when I was very deep into the fashion world. Instead of making it a career, I made it a lifestyle, and as you know, that lifestyle could be very dark.
Eats away, right?
Away at you.
Yes.
And I had this awakening moment where I was like, there has to be more than what I'm doing.
So that shift you into a different path, or you still kept doing what you
It was like, what is my purpose?
Okay.
If I were to fall off the ends of the world right now, would any of these people around me actually care that something happens to me? And that really got me thinking.
Yes.
Like, who am I surrounding myself with? And that journey changed. For me, that was about 9 years ago. I started on this journey of like, what's my purpose? What am I doing this for? And I took a little sabbatical away from modeling.
Okay. And you found yourself in that time, right?
At that time, I found my faith. I found God. I found that Jesus was there for me the whole time.
You felt joy as well.
I felt joy. I felt peace. I felt like even though I was going into this world of unknown,
Yeah.
I had an unexplainable peace that was pushing me through it. Like, I know it seems crazy right now because you're just taking a sabbatical from everything you've known since you were 12 years old. But just trust me, I'm going to lead you through this. And for the past 8 years, it has been just that. It has been one day after another of awe-dropping moments of like,
It's miracles,
this isn't
right?
me. Yeah, this
You're
no longer
totally
me.
let go, surrender, and allowing.
I'm just a vessel in this world. I'm no longer, this isn't Sharina. This is the Holy Spirit coming through, and this is my purpose.
So this is the light.
I would like to believe it.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And it's tough, right?
Yeah.
To stay on that
Yeah.
and go, okay, I'm going all the way with this, right?
And when you're on this path, it wakes you up to everything that was once in your life. And allowing like what you allowed into your life for so many years. I allowed somebody to tell me who I needed to be instead of letting God tell me who I was and things. So since I was 12 years old, somebody told me who I needed to be, what I needed to wear,
dress,
who I needed to hang
how
out
to
with.
walk.
Couldn't cut my hair, if I wanted to
It's
cut my
all
hair.
branding, right?
It's all branding. I'm representing, even though they are working for me, I was
Somehow I guess-
technically slave to what they wanted me
Yes.
to do and who they wanted me to be. And if I wasn't meeting those standards, I'm going to be fine.
So you have to keep it up,
So
right?
I had to keep it up. And then when I was going into this whole world of finding purpose in my life, and I found that social media actually helped me see that. Because once I started to wake up to what I was ingesting, like what media
What
I was
your
watching
eyes
every
were
day,
seeing,
what am I feeding my soul every day? Once that started to change, then who I was in my presence in social media started to change. And I lost quite a bit of following because they were like, this girl is crazy.
She's cray.
What in the world?
But you probably gain new people,
I gained new
different
followers,
energy.
different energy, but more of a loyal following, as you could say. Like where trust and community wasn't about the followers and the
No.
likes. It was about, okay, what message
What do you stand for?
today? How are we involved in this community?
Yes.
It became me becoming responsible for the voice that I have to actually impact the world. Yeah.
Duke just said exactly what her voice impacts is, right? It's community and how your voice impacts the world. And you're also an activist with children in sex trafficking.
So yes, I've been working with a foundation who helps indigenous communities in the Philippines, and they just came out with an amazing film about sex trafficking and how a lot of these children come from these indigenous groups because they just don't know better.
vulnerable,
They're
right?
vulnerable. They really don't know better. Super love the work that they're doing, and that has become a purpose and a drive. So I'm really diving deep into it now. So what you are about to see is the beginning of the journey of that. But I've been a big activist on using your voice for an impact. So I love what you're doing with purpose and that your life is your life. I'm an activist of your life is your life. And the life that God gave you cannot be ran by other people other than your relationship with God.
And it's an individual road that everybody gets to choose. You choose. It's not that you're forced. You didn't get forced into this, but you chose to go down this path, right?
Also, there comes a point when you make a shift in your life. Like, are you going to conform and continue to be what the media tells you need to be? Or are you going to be that catalyst of change? Are you going to use your voice to impact others, regardless if it's a small group of people or rooms or nations? Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to make a difference or are you going to sit here about it?
I hope everyone's listening to this because that's a message and a half.
Yeah.
And I want to ask one question before we go. Thinking about women in decision, what decision do you hope will shape the future of the next generation of women? And how does the idea of her voice impacts connect to that vision? What is the decision that we need to make?
I feel like as women, the decision that needs to be made, and it needs to be made now, is the responsibility of using your voice.
Yes.
So it's more than just an idea. It's the action behind, okay, I'm going to use my voice because I have the ability to speak and to influence the world around me, the people around me. And just that act alone, that beginning step, is going to affect generations to come.
Absolutely.
Inspire children like my daughters who are growing up in media now to understand that anything they dream of is possible, that their voice actually matters, and that media doesn't get to decide when a story is going to be told,
How it's
going to be told, and who's going to tell it, because their voice matters. No, our voice matters now, and we get to tell our story now. So
with that said, it's done.
her voice impacts is a big part of that.
Wow. Rena, thank you so much for being here.
Thank